up, guys? What's up, guys? Happy Friday. Fridays are always really quiet. So actually, as you guys are popping on, pop in the comments, hashtag I'm here and your name so we can see it. On last week's live, we said that if the Friday lives drop off over summer, we will stop doing them because we've got other stuff to be getting on with our time with, basically. So if there's not enough people sort of rocking up or watching on the replay, so make sure that you do pop in here, hashtag replay, if you are watching the replay, because then we know who's watching and who's taking value. And yeah, we'll carry on doing them if there's enough people. If this dies off on a Friday, we just won't do it on Friday anymore. Hey, Rosie, Sam, Catherine, Teresa, all of our clients, because even maybe we push it over to our client group, or we do a training or something. Something I said in our group that we've got an announcement to make on Sunday for our clients. So that's gonna be fun, isn't it? Okay, guys, let's have a look who is popping on here. Ladies in the group, if you're in the group and you haven't done this before, pop in the comment section, I'm here, and your name, just like Rachel. Oh, Rachel, hello, that's okay. That's okay too. So on my poll the other day, I put in a few options, what people are struggling with. Consistency, motivation was the absolute number one thing that people struggle with when trying to lose weight. So we did a talk on that on Wednesday. So if you haven't watched it, pop back and go and watch it from Wednesday, the 7th of June, 2023. And the second popular one was emotional eating, but I don't want to do that yet because we've got a big thing planned all around it. So that's why we're not doing that one. And then we decided to do this one today.
Knowing what to eat.
Yeah, because people are like, I don't know what to eat. Hey, Nadia. Guys, if you're here, we can see. Don't make me go on my phone and call you out because I will do that. Shit's happening, guys. I'm in that kind of mood tonight. We're going to jump on and I'm going to start naming and shaming people that I can see that are watching that have not put their name in the comments.
So while Faye's naming and shaming, have you, so ones and twos, have you, or do you say, I don't know what to eat, or knowing what to eat is my struggle in losing weight? Like, have you said that? So one, yes, I have said that. Two, no, I haven't said that because I know everything to eat, I guess would be the opposite. Mm-hmm. So have you said, knowing what to eat is one of, or is your struggle in losing weight and health and journey? So one, if it is, two, if it's not.
Michelle, I see you. Leanne, I see you. That's just two of you. Don't make me carry on, guys. Hey, Janice. Welcome for the first time. Janice, welcome in.
Welcome in.
Anna Marie's like, no, I fucking know exactly what to be eating. 1.5. I plan, but still lots to learn. That is Rachel Harvey. Teresa says 1, but I've been learning. Julie's here. Hey, Julie, I see you. Welcome. Julie's one of these people that has got like a ton on. You know, like when you've got everything on the go at once and you're like, I cannot compute anymore. Too many tabs running. It's basically me a lot of the time.
That's my laptop.
What are the numbers for? Who asks this?
So the topic tonight is knowing what to eat and what not to eat. Julie. So we are just asking people, is a struggle of yours knowing what to eat? Like, what foods should you be eating? And then obviously the opposite. So is that one of your struggles? So people put a 1 if it's a yes, 2 if it's no, and 1 if they're like, I'm an no and I can some days, and then other days it's a 1.
Joe, I see you. Jen, I see you. Don't be turning up here not engaging in the group. Don't be doing that. Rosie, 2, but sometimes struggle to hit the macros, stay within them. Oh, Rosie, you are going to love the, the upcoming photo shoot prep. Macro Tetris, I call it.
Good game.
That's me today. Lindsay, Oh my God, there's like drilling, guys. Apologies if you can hear that. I don't know why someone's decided to drill at 8 p.m. on a Friday night. Let's plug this in. Hey, Lindsay. Haven't seen you for a while. Kyra, I see you here. I love Macro Tetris. Yes, don't we all? Well, this live is going to be really short, just like my temper today. I'm going to blow a fuse. I know you've already changed them. Rosie. Kyra's here. Kyra, are you doing a workout? Louise, I see you just popped on. I see you. There we go. All righty. So, guys, I think this is part of the reason people struggle to lose weight is because they don't know what to eat. And it's not people, but also people say, I've endeavored to calories versus calories. No use. No idea on macros. Don't worry, Janice. You're very, very new to the group. So if you haven't already, go and check the pinned post. It's called Unleash Your Inner Badass. That is the first thing you need to watch in this group after this. How you guys? Sorry for not being. Had a few health problems. Oh, Lindsay, I hope you are okay. I hope you recover real soon. Kyra's sitting down for dinner, not training like normal. I think like what makes me laugh, I'm going to just put it out on the line here. People come to us and when they speak to us, they're like, I need a workout plan, right? So imagine you or us now. We come to you, we're like, I need to lose weight. I need a workout plan. Okay, what are you struggling with? What do you think our answer would be? No one know what to work out. They don't know what to do, how to work out. But that's no one's problem. Everyone's actual problem when we ask them, they're like, oh, I don't really know what I should be eating. Like I'm trying to eat healthy, but I don't really know how much of everything I should be eating. Hey, Rachel, Ashmore. And they also say, I don't know what I should be eating, blah, 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 blah. But I can't exercise, so there's no point in me trying to lose weight. It's like this weird square peg, round hole kind of situation where they think that because they're not working out, they can't eat stuff, or because they know what they're eating or they should be eating, they also think that their problem is that they're not working out. And also people, when they lose weight, I've asked this in the group, I was like, what do you guys Google when you're struggling to lose weight? Like, what are the things you Google? And the answer is workouts. And what to do at the gym.
That's very interesting, isn't it?
It is. But when there's a poll asking what people are struggling with, it's food. So there's this weird disconnect between what you guys think you need to be doing and what you guys are actually searching for. That's like me going, oh, I need a new car, so I'm going to go to the holiday shop and book a holiday. It's like they're two different things. They're not the same, okay? Rachel is just in from her walk. Well, our walk. So I guess she was with Andrew, her baby. So yes, guys. So food is the most important. Well, one of the most important things to help you lose weight. Exercise is not. Okay, throw exercise out the window. It is important, obviously, but not as important as nutrition. And Cam has tried for years and years and years and years and years and years to out-train a bad diet. Can't be done, can it?
It can be done for a few days.
Oh yeah, for a few days, but not like consistently long term.
No.
I take it from him. He has tried his hardest, haven't you?
I'll keep trying.
Woohoo! Who says woohoo? I don't know who that is. It hasn't popped up. Oh, it's Sam Pratley. Sam's consistent. Sam's turning up. She couldn't think of a win today. I was very upset. Sam's killing it. Killing her warm-ups.
It's an English thing.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, so you guys also say, I know what I should be eating, but I just don't know how much of it, or I know what I shouldn't be eating. Gabby, as you said a couple of weeks ago, to get my nutrition right, then concentrate on exercise. I'm up to 22 pounds so far and very little exercise. I think
Does
you
she
mean
mean she's
off.
down by?
Yeah, she's down. She's up to a 22-pound loss. I
Gabby's
think is what she
done.
was-
Gabby's done what she said, and she's gained nearly a stone and a half. That's just of muscle.
Yeah.
She must be up 22 pounds of muscle.
Hey Lisa, I see you on here just joining. Yeah, exactly. Gabby's like living proof there. She's done very little exercise, down 22 pounds. So it can be done. There are lots of other things to sort out before exercise. So if you can't exercise for whatever reason, I haven't got time, I've got an injury, I can't get to the gym, I've got a kid, blah, 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 blah. I'm scared of the gym, whatever your excuse/reason is, it's not good enough. Because there's lots of other things you can be working on aside from exercise, okay? So, food. Let's talk about food because it's one of our favorite things in the whole world, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, the title of this is Do Not Eat This If You Want to Lose Weight. Can anyone guess what it is? I'm interested. What shouldn't you eat if you want to lose weight? Dun, 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 dun.
We need like a countdown timer.
Adele's here. What's up, Adele?
We need to
Dun, 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 dun.
have a countdown clock behind us.
We do, yeah, we'll buy one. A little timer or something. Processed food. Fewer than 1,200 calories. Let's see who these are. They pop up on my phone in a sec, I think. Unless you guys, whoever said that, is on my... Oh, there we go. Rachel Harvey says 1,200 calories. Julie says loads of excess food. Hey, Tammy. Oh, my God. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Claire. Hey, who else has joined? Oh, Nadia's already said hi. Calories over your deficit. Loads and loads of excess food. Late to the show. That's Adele. Tammy's late as well. Processed food, says Lindsay. Too many calories, says Kyra. Sam, I think you're going to say we can eat everything. Who says sugar or fruit? Janice, sugary fruit. Oh my God, I'm struggling to talk, yeah? So you guys have got like really solid guesses. What would you say, Cam?
What, as a guess, or what the actual answer is?
Well, do you know what the answer is? We haven't discussed this, have we?
We haven't discussed this. So if we get to see what we say.
What was the question Tammy's asking? What should you not eat if you want to lose weight? Tammy Drake.
I'd say to the level of what we all are, which I would say is general population, which means we're not athletes. We do not have to be perfect. We're not trying to win the Olympics and train for 4 years. I would say, like people have been saying,
Excess amounts, Tammy says.
excess amounts. That's pretty much it. People know what we say about food. We know how important food is. And recently I've been posting about it, and I think Faye has been mentioning it. There's lots of different values to food. There's lots of things we could say in this. Obviously, there's the nutritional value of food. People can become very obsessed with this. Obviously, that's probably the top one. But then there's like the hedonic value where people have it for pleasure and for like social, where we have it in a social occasion. So there's like 3 good ways that we can have it. So yeah, it's just excess of calories. We don't want to be labeling foods good or bad, but there are foods you don't want to be eating. And I'd say they're sort of like categorized, not rather than individuals. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm going to say? Because you've got to say it.
Processed foods?
What can't people have?
Anything you're intolerant to. Anything you're allergic to, don't have it. Don't have it if you're allergic to it. You could die, basically.
Pretty much.
I mean, even if you've got an intolerance, you can still have it. Like if you've got a gluten intolerance, but you're going out for food, what if you're allergic? Yeah, exactly. Don't have it, Tammy, if you're allergic to something, you're going to die. But if you've just got an intolerance, obviously it depends on how severe it is. But if you have got a gluten intolerance, but you're going out in Italy because you've got a family wedding, and obviously they're going to be serving like pizza and bruschetta and panna cotta. Panna cotta? Yeah. Panna cotta? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wherever. There's going to be gluten in there probably. You could be like, well, I'll take my chicken and rice because I can't have gluten or whatever. Or you could be like, do you know what? I know tomorrow I'm going to be bloated. I'm going to have the shits, basically, have IBS. But this to me is worth it. It's like a one-off, okay? So in that case, have it. But if you're allergic, don't have it. Like if you're allergic to nuts, obviously you can seize up, stop breathing, kick the bucket of nuts. Do you recommend getting an intolerance test? Who's this? Nadia, no, you're one of our clients, so I would not recommend it. You can do, but what happens quite often is you come back all red, like you can't have anything, and it's not really that true. Like everyone can have like a 2% intolerance or something, but they still come up as red or amber. So you'd end up, you can't have mushrooms, can't have garlic, can't have onions, can't have cheese, can't have milk, can't have gluten, can't have anything. And life becomes very, very boring, and you're going to give up because you're so limited of what you can have. Instead, when you go through MyFitnessPal, and when we go through your MyFitnessPal and your weight, this is why it's really important to weigh daily. Obviously, if you're doing a night shift, you can't. But this will help us to figure out if you are intolerant to anything. So this is why it's important to get as much data in there as possible, so we can help you figure these things out. Look for things like bloating, IBS, heartburn,
energy slump.
Well, that's not necessarily, because you might just have a sugar crash. So it could be, but brain fog can be some signs of intolerances as well. So mostly those bloating, pains, cramps, and the shits, basically. So if you have any of those, have a little look back on your food diary and see what you're at. A little of something you like never going to harm if you're still in your calories, Lindsay says. Yeah. Kel says, I'm allergic to almost everything food-based. Fish, dairy, and gluten. Exactly. And this is why I recommend not having the test done. So you can actually eat and enjoy life. If you're allergic, then obviously you can't be having those things. But gluten and dairy, typically people aren't allergic to, and fish, shellfish maybe, but fish, otherwise it's not an allergy, it's an intolerance. So they are different. Intolerances just cause pain, just cause pain. Allergies you can die from. So, hey Rachel and Nicola, what is up? I see you guys just hopping on here. I just want to say hello. So you should not eat over your maintenance calories. If you eat at maintenance, then that's fine.
Unless your goal is to build muscle appropriately.
Yeah, but this is if you want to lose weight. Do not do this if you want to lose weight.
True.
No attention to detail, Cam. So yeah, that's basically it, you know. So you just want to make sure that you are enjoying your food, understanding what you're eating and why. But some things that you can limit are processed foods, which I think, was it Lindsay? Somebody said processed foods in here anyway. So we've spoken before about processed foods. What is a processed food? Examples of it. We played that little game in that live where you guys got involved. So a processed food is something you can't pick or eat in nature. So for example, you can like kill a pig and make a pork chop, but you can't pull a loaf of bread off the tree because it's processed, right? We did go down to the fact that everything is slightly processed if it's in a package, because it's been packaged, which is a process itself. But we kind of like disregarded that, I think, generally as a consortium here, guys, we disregarded that as a processed food. So processed foods and why you should avoid them is because typically people are intolerant to them. They've got additives in and chemicals in that upset your gut and therefore bloat you out, and that can cause digestive issues. Like I say, you know, one here and there is not gonna really hurt. But if you're consistently doing it, you're going to be consistently bloated. If you're consistently bloated, you're going to consistently have energy slumps. If you consistently have energy slumps, you're not going to stay consistent. You're not going to stay motivated. You're going to keep giving up on your goal. And also, not to mention, if you have got an intolerance and your weight goes up the next day because of inflammation, you're going to be like, fuck's sake, like my scale is not moving. It's actually an intolerance, not that your body fat isn't moving, if that makes sense. So that's going to continue in a negative cycle, which obviously we don't want. So what can people eat, Cam? What's the best way to eat or plan your food? If you're like, I kind of know what I should be eating, What are you talking about? We are talking about food and how to lose weight. Katie Holmes. Bloody Katie Holmes.
I guess it comes down to like building a structure. And once you've got like a structure, like processes of like how to build a plate is probably the easiest way to explain things or to go through like on something like this. So where most people go wrong is they'll always just pick a carb, and it's usually probably an ultra processed carb like Faces mentioned. So you've got like minimally processed food, and then you got like ultra processed
or
food.
any kind of carb. So I want you guys to put a 1 in if you have ever said this, or your parents have said this as you've grown up. So it's dinner time, or dinner has come up, and they're like, tonight we're going to have pasta. What should we have with it? Or tonight we're going to have chips. What should we have with it?
More
tonight,
chips.
Yeah. Tonight we're going to have rice. What are we going to have with it? So put number 1 in the comments if you or your parents have ever said like that kind of phrase. We're going to have carb, enter carb here. For dinner, what should we have with it? Can you move your foot, please? You're going to smash my glasses. Just a 1 in the comments. Absolutely no one said it. No one in their whole life. Have you said it? My parents definitely say it.
I think that's what most people say.
There we go. 1. I do it all the time. Janice, Nadia, Lindsay. 1. I always start with protein. So Tammy, that is Rosie. So Tammy, that's the thing. That's what we want people to start doing, is swapping it out to hey Rebecca Green, to protein first. So you choose your protein first. Example, chicken. We always use chicken because it's very, very versatile and very easy. And then what can you have with it? So hey Crystal. Crystal actually is one that said our meals were always based around protein first. That's a really positive habit to have. So you say like, right, we're having chicken. What should we have with it? I start with protein and try to avoid carbs unless it's a baked potato. It's interesting, Anne-Marie. I want to talk to you about that.
We'll have to dive in later.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've got time.
We're going to dive into that, Anne-Marie, with you. So I did a voice note today to one of our groups, one of our incubation pods with new clients, to explain to them like how I hit a protein target and the way that I build meals. So Lindsay says now they're on protein, but always plan now. Yep. Hey, Amanda. So what else would you recommend as a tip? So build a plate, for example.
Yeah. So whether we're just going to build a plate, and the first thing is you look at like a protein, and people are like, well, how much? You could probably say minimum 20 grams, because everyone should probably be eating over 100 grams of protein. Most people eat like 4, maybe 5 meals in like meals or snacks. So as an absolute minimum 20, because otherwise you're going to have to be smashing it in later on. So you could say, let's just say, give a number like 25 grams per meal, or like a fist-sized portion of protein. There's like 2 ways you can build a meal, where you're either calorie counting it, or you're building it by the size, like portion size of your hands. And that's just a different method of tracking calories. It's not bang on, but a lot of people could get results from it.
Our client, Emily, I suggested that she did that for a little while. She's like, but my hands are really small. And I'm like, because you are small. Like, it's in proportion to you. So if you're a man, you've probably got bigger hands than a woman, and so you're going to have like that amount of size less proportion of food, if that makes sense. Hey Gina Hudson, how's it going? So okay, I'm going to have a fistful of chicken.
Nice.
25 grams of protein.
Yeah.
What about breakfast? What can I have?
You got eggs. You can make it into like an omelette. Yep, so you got some scrambled egg.
Scrambled egg.
And then the second thing, generally, obviously it can change to some meals, but generally we'll go protein, and then we're going to go vegetables.
Greek yogurt.
Vegetables.
Nice one,
because people don't have enough vegetables, and at most they'll have it like in every dinner, but then it's not, there's none in breakfast, there's none in lunch. Maybe people have salads for lunch,
Yeah.
but if people can get away with it, they won't. People will have vegetables maybe in a sandwich because they've bought it from Tesco's or Walmart, and it just
Pre-made.
happens to be in there.
The little
so they
bit
can
wet
get to it.
lettuce.
Yeah, the 10-day-old
Soggy.
lettuce. So you're going to build. So you could either just go for half a plate of vegetables, which is just pretty simple, and just build it up to what you want. So you're going to go protein, vegetables. So we've hit our protein. That's going to keep us full. It's going to help recover and rebuild our muscles. And then vegetables is going to make sure we're getting good enough nutrients and vitamins inside of it.
How much vegetables are we supposed to be having?
So you can go for like a full hand or half a plate. So we're going to go protein. Oh my God. Do we have to practice this?
Yes.
We're going to go protein, and then we'll go full plate,
This is so
full
lame.
palm of vegetables. Please delete this afterwards.
Then we will not be putting the replay of this up.
Yeah. And then we can go into carbohydrates after that. So again, there's nothing wrong with carbohydrates. Yeah. We love them. They fuel us the best, unless someone is actually keto or fat adapted, which is very few people. It does work, but for most, probably not. So we'll stick with like whole food, whole grain based. So you could say oats, you could say rice, jasmine rice, brown rice, white rice. You could say potato, sweet potato, quinoa, all of that type of stuff.
They're the best ones, guys.
So you're generally going to have a cup full of rice. So similar to like a cup. And then you're going to stick that on your plate. And then if we're going to go, we might as well go the full shebang. Then they teach you to put a thumb of fat. So people think we're actually making this up. But there's lots of nutrition courses out there that if you want to coach clients who do not calorie count, this is one way. Use hand portioning. So if you want fat, if I was a male, I'd use 2 thumbs. For females, it's 1 thumb's worth of fat. So that's like, it could be cheese, could be
olive oil,
could be nuts. So can we remember and do this all in one?
These nuts,
yeah.
Okay. I don't want to do this.
Protein.
It's so stupid.
Come on, everyone's watching now. Protein.
I'm dying of embarrassment.
Vegetables. Carbs. Come on, make a cup. And then some fat. That's how people are going to remember it. That's how you can actually build. How you can build a meal. And that's how you get taught by one of the top nutrition companies from America. Funnily enough, but I don't think they present it in that way. But yeah, that's how you can build a plate.
If you've got kids, there we go. That's how you teach them good habits.
Honestly, teach them. If you build them like that, most people can actually lose weight purely because they'll start having a balanced meal of everything rather than they're just eating carbs or they're having protein and then they run out of energy.
Teresa says, I know you don't drink, but it sure seems like it.
We should have. It's Friday night. We're allowed to.
Friday night. This is my cup of tea. This is what cup of tea does to me, guys. Imagine if it was alcohol.
Yeah.
Your unique presentation style makes it more memorable. I think so, Rachel.
Hand portion and try it.
We could do a reel on this, can we?
Yeah, I wouldn't put it on the internet.
It's too late. Anyway, otherwise, yes, 25. I typically recommend 25 grams of protein per meal. If you've got 4 meals, that's going to be 100 as a minimum, basically. Lindsay's loving life here, laughing at us. So for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack, 25 grams of protein each. Try and double up where you can. So for example, like dinner, typically people can easily add an extra protein to dinner. So for example, breakfast, you could have eggs, like Cam mentioned, or cottage cheese in egg, Anne-Marie says here. But there's other things, turkey bacon, we have ham.
Chicken sausages.
Yeah, like heck chicken sausages. They're quite good examples of things you can have. Oats with protein powder, 25 grams, easy. And then lunch, your chicken, your tuna, deli meat. What else do people have for lunch? It's just because that's what we have. You can have like a Quorn or something like some veggie alternative with a salad, especially because summer's coming up now, guys. You may as well make the most of it and have salads at lunch. Take out the starch carb at lunch is one of the easiest ways to start dropping weight. And then for dinner, you could have like chicken. So normally people, definitely my mum, she has like this much chicken. And I'm like, you need this much chicken, like double that. If she's watching, hello. But generally you want 25 to 30 grams at dinner, especially. So you could have chicken with bacon, chicken and cheese. That's my thing. I just add cheese to everything, to be honest. Then for a snack, protein powder, Greek yogurt, wherever it's going to be. Sometimes you can have Greek yogurt and protein powder together. Wrap it up. Then I go back through and add all my vegetables. So for breakfast, people are always like, I can't have vegetables for breakfast. We do. We have mushrooms and tomatoes. If we're in the UK, we also have asparagus as well. But if you're having an omelette, you can have pepper.
Spinach.
Spinach is a good one. Then for lunch, salad, lettuce, tomato, cucumber, sweet corn, olives, pepper. What else? Beetroot. Carrot. I was say carrots. Carrots anyway. I think in America, you nutters, you have strawberries. That's what that's all about.
In salads.
Yeah, I know.
Someone's got to.
And then for dinner, to be honest, the easiest thing to have for dinner is a frozen veg pack. So like a farmhouse mix, peas, sweet corn, carrots. I think they're the three things that are in there. But sometimes we have like broccoli in there, cauliflower in there. So there's like lots of different ones. Easy, okay? Chuck it in. And then for like, excuse me, a snack, if you're going to Greek yogurt, have some fruit with it. Have some strawberries in that. Not in your salad. You weirdo, Tammy. And watermelon. What the hell is wrong with you guys?
Not in, maybe on the side.
And watermelon salad.
That is not a thing.
Get
some protein in there.
Yeah. But there we go. There's some examples of how to get fruit and veg into your snacks and across the day. And what you'll find is your fat will be up already because you'd have had some cheese. Maybe you're going to throw some olive oil on your salads. And maybe if you're going to have like a red meat, like lamb or beef, that's going to have fat in there already as well. So, and salmon, actually, if you have salmon, that's going to have it as well. Salmon for breakfast, we never use that. But they are all examples. Crystal says, watermelon salad is delicious. Grace has just joined. Hey, Grace. Crystal, let us know where you're from, please. Better be the US. Better be the US. You better not be British. But that's exactly how you should be building your meals, guys. And just by doing this, you're more likely to hit your protein target. You're more likely not to have energy slumps. You're more likely to lose weight. North Carolina. There we go. And you're more likely to stay consistent. Your energy is going to be up as well. So you're going to feel fuller. You're not going to binge. You're not going to like be hunting for the next snack. Your energy is going to be consistent and you're going to start dropping that weight, which is going to make you more motivated to carry on, isn't it?
100%.
There we go. So if you want to lose weight, do not eat in excess. That's what some of you guys nailed it. Don't eat more than what you should. And by should, I mean be within your calorie deficit. Calorie deficit doesn't have to be 1,200 calories. It doesn't have to be like a certain amount. It is your deficit, which is individual to you. So guys, any questions on that or any tips? I get my protein using protein porridge, protein puddings and bars. Is this bad? As processed?
It depends. Like protein porridge, are you using whole oats and then adding your own protein powder, or do you mean like the instant protein porridge pots? And then protein puddings are like the yogurts, obviously, and bars. It's not that bad, but again, we usually say most of the time you should be aiming for like 60-70% of your whole protein from whole natural foods. And maybe like 30-40% from like the processed foods, because usually you start missing out on like the amino acids, the 4 amino acid chains and the vitamins and nutrients when you're having the process. So it's like a lot of people, the worst one is when people are like 60% protein powders because they're having like shakes.
Yeah. Double scooping shakes and then a protein bar.
And obviously that bumps up the number. But then you start to miss, like, your metabolism will lower because you don't have the TEF. So the thermic effect of food, your body burns more calories from digesting real protein than it does just like liquids of protein. So that would be one of the main things to look into.
So Nadia says, I have chicken, eggs, and cheese, but fussy, so not much on other proteins. That's okay. I'm fussy too.
Well, I wrote a PDF thing for one client at the moment, and it's got 60 recipes, and all she did was gave me, she's similar to that. She hates eggs. She likes chicken, turkey, and like ham, and then nothing else she likes. And we made like 60 meal ideas out of it. So you just want to think, with chicken, eggs, and cheese, we've got salads, wraps, pittas, there's like different categories you can ways, and you can like tacos, fajitas, of like you can like categorize it into like have different variations of meals, obviously with different chilies and spices.
Yeah, and also you can have like chicken sausages, chicken mince. I don't think you can have chicken bacon. You can get turkey bacon though.
The Americans have canned chicken.
Yeah.
I saw that the other day. I was like, that.
They'll go next to their watermelon salad, won't they?
Yeah, if you can have a canned chicken next to your watermelon salad, then that's a perfect salad, because you're getting some fruit and vegetables, and then you're getting your protein.
Exactly. Nadia is sick on that idea. But yeah, so I've done a post before about chicken as well, actually. Chicken, we love chicken. So chicken is super versatile, of course. So you can have, these are different ways to, here are 5 different ways to spice up your chicken dinners. I'm going to make it real. Okay, that was the beginning. That was my practice. That's my practice. Okay, so first of all, the first thing you could change is the marinade or the spices. For example, Italian chicken, Mediterranean chicken, Mexican, Greek. You can have it roast. That's Greek.
Oh.
You can have it roasted. You can have it in like a Chinese kind of sauce, like a stir fry, like teriyaki, that's it, soy sauce or something like that. One more. Peri.
Curry.
That's curry, 8. Okay, so we've got 1 a day so far. Cajun, 9. There we go. Fantastic, guys. Get involved. Help me make this real. Help me make this real a reality. Rosie says Cajun. Hey, Karine. So you've got 9 different ones there, and then you can also change how it's cooked. You can fry it in light oil, or you can use like a non-stick pan if you are that person. You can slow cook it. You can put it in a air fryer or Ninja or whatever you call it. You can dry roast it or light spray roast it. You can then do that with different vegetables and stuff. I loved Cam's KFC really earlier. Oh, I'll have to go and look at that. I haven't seen it. But also you can slow cook it and then pull it. And then if you pull it, you can have it in a burrito, you can have it in a wrap, you can have it in taco, you can have it barbecue style, you can have it wherever. So far, we've got a variety of different ways to cook and taste chicken. Chicken stew and slow cooker, exactly. Or if you're from Wales, it's a cowl. It's a chicken cowl. So there's lots of ways. You can also then, optionally, if you've got the calories, you can put it in breadcrumbs as well.
Crushed up cornflakes,
yeah. So there's lots of different ways you can do it. I wouldn't recommend flour and like frying it, because that's, or roasting it, wherever, that's high in calories. But pico breadcrumbs or something, pico breadcrumbs, something like that. You can do that anyway, or just get a piece of bread, crush it up and put it in there. Or the other alternative is, say you've made Cajun chicken. I've panko. Thank you, whoever that was. Panko. Pinko. Nadia, thank you. Yes, those breadcrumbs. Thank you, guys. So then you can obviously change what you have with it as well. So far, we've got different tastes. We've got different textures, as in how it's cooked. And then you can have different accompaniments. So you can have it with
a condiment.
No, accompaniments. What are you going to accompany with it? So you could have like salad. You go for a real salad, like lettuce, tomato, cucumber, and all that kind of stuff. Or you can go for like a weird salad, like strawberries and watermelon, yeah, whatever. You could also have different types of vegetables with it. You could have a stir fry, you could have it with a jack potato, you could have it with a boiled potato, you could have it with a dry roast potato, you can have it with noodles, you can have it with
stir fry.
That, yeah, kind of already alluded to that. Rice. You could have it with like a Sunday dinner. There's like so many different varieties of ways to have things. You can have it in breakfast, like wherever. You can have chicken sausages.
You have a chicken
omelette, wherever. Chicken wrap, chicken burrito, chicken fajitas, yeah, chicken enchiladas, chicken wherever. Okay? Tacos. There are a billion ways to just use chicken, okay, and make it taste different, even if the coating is the same or the marinade is the same. There's like lots of different ways that you can make it taste different by accompanying it with something different or having different
tastes,
textures kind of with it. And then you can have it cooked and you can have it cold, not raw, but cold, from the fridge. There we go. I hope that helped. And then eggs, of course.
Don't start with eggs.
Don't start with eggs. Poached, boiled, fried, omelette, scrambled. What else? You can actually broil chicken as well, which is like you basically boil it. No worries, Nadia. Loads of different ways to do it, okay? Hard boiled, sunny side up, medium boiled, soft boiled, with a salad, with watermelon, with mayonnaise, without mayonnaise, with mustard, with a bechamel sauce, with a Benedict. What's a Benedict sauce? Oh, God, my brain. Pickled eggs. There we go. Guys.
Lots of
this reel is coming. It's going to be about a 10-minute reel, but it's coming. There you go. Okay, Anna. Hello. Is there a reason someone wouldn't be losing weight, even when eating healthy, like this, and not snacking, and also extra exercising? Hollandaise. Thank you, Nadia. Yes, Anna, there is. So people always think that the most overused phrase in weight loss is eat less, move more. That is the most overused phrase, in my personal opinion. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I'd say that one. And then I'd say the second one.
Calories in, calories out.
No, I eat healthy.
Oh. I mean, like giving advice. I mean, generally.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So eating healthy, I've done a reel on this, doesn't mean that you're eating in a deficit. So you could eat 4,000 calories of broccoli. You'd probably be sick, but you can do it. But you'll still gain weight because you're overeating, essentially. And what people don't recognize is, especially if they go for salads, like we went for salad today, but we don't have any dressing on there. Typically, they come with like a Caesar or honey mustard.
Yeah, a pre-made like Caesar salad. It could be up to like 1,000 calories.
Yeah.
Which is, you might as well have just gone for the burger you really wanted. You might as well have just had that. Same sort of thing.
So there's obviously like the number of calories, the amount of protein that you're eating, any intolerances. And the last thing, which is one of the things that we are very keen on, is hormonal health and general health, but mostly hormonal, metabolic health, and things like perimenopause, menopause, going through your menstrual cycle. If there's any hormones being thrown off, then that's going to be another potential problem, which is going to stop you from losing weight. Under-eating is also like a bit of an issue. I
think the best way to explain under-eating, it's not that you under-eat for so long that your body starts to stop and then it starts to store fat. And I think that's called, like, people say it's called starvation mode, but it's not true. Because if that was true, people in concentration camps wouldn't be like become anorexic and they wouldn't come out like the way they do. So essentially, when people eat so low calories, it's because they can't adhere to it. So whether you eat so low calories, like 800 calories for 3, 4, 5 days, like doable. If you're super busy, you just forget to eat. You'll then binge on the weekend, and then you've probably eaten 3,000 to 5,000 calories across a weekend. And you've just gained all those calories back. So the deficit you build up in a week. So there's no such thing as truly under eating. If someone was the real way of saying it, if someone was truly under eating, then they would become for a long period of time, they would become anorexic. But people struggle because they just come out of the deficit when they don't think to either one, their calorie accuracy isn't very good. So they're eating more calories than what they think. That's the first thing. And then two, people be like, I eat Monday to Friday really healthy and really well, but
Friday night comes.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you could easily come out of a deficit. So you just basically redone anything you've done in there. And then just people just keep coming out and they can't stay consistent enough if they were truly under eating. So that's a long explained answer to that.
Yeah. And I think there is science to support metabolic adaptation, which means that your metabolism does slow down if you're under eating. And also because basically if you're under eating, what's the simplest way to put this? Your body starts to shut down because it is not having enough calories that it needs to. And therefore your energy will start to decrease. Certain hormones will switch off and decide not to start going or not to secrete. For example, if you undereat for a long period of time as women, you will probably lose your menstrual cycle if it's low enough because the body doesn't feel safe. If the body's not safe to look after yourself, if you haven't got enough calories to look after yourself, then how are you going to look after and grow a baby? Okay, so you can't have it all. You can't have it all, essentially, when it comes to things like that. So you need to be eating enough, which is why eating over your BMR is mandatory, basically. People are always like, oh, but if I eat less, I'll lose weight. No, it doesn't. No. So then when you're with the energy, your body actually involuntarily moves less as well. So, I'm very handsy when I talk like this. If I started under eating, my body would stop doing that because I'm not thinking about when I'm doing this. I'm just like, this is just how I speak because I'm Italian. I'm not. I just like pizza. But if your body it hasn't got enough energy, it needs to start storing energy, then you're going to move less. It's going to try and store as much as possible. And therefore you burn less. So your metabolism slows down and the calories that you burn decreases. So your deficit becomes less and less and less because you're not moving as much and you're not burning as many calories. There is also science to show that your body will hold on to calories if it's not being fed enough. Obviously, it'll get to a point where it can't hold on anymore, so it has to start digging into it. But there is, especially for women, science to show that there are, what do they call it? Like a fat storage signal. There we go. That's what it's called. Fat storage signal that is sent if you're not eating enough and your body's not hormonally in check, essentially. So there we go.
But if you were generally under eating,
so basically you'd go like this. You'd lose weight and then your body would be like, oh fuck's sake, like, you've got to lose weight and then you kind of go like this, so slowly down. You'd store fat, which is different to weight as well, right? Because water weight and all that kind of stuff. And then once it's out of fat storage, it will start to
eat muscle.
Yeah, basically. If it's out of food, which is energy, it'll start to tap into fat storage. If it's out of fat storage, then it'll eat into muscle, and so on and so forth. So I hope it helps. Basically, you need to eat enough, and you've got to make sure that your hormones are good and healthy as well, which means eating enough, getting a good rest, having a good body clock, a circadian rhythm, all of these things we talk with our clients on as well. Right. Hey, Gemma.
All right, let's do one more question, and then we've got to log off to have our oats because we're both excited. We're both hungry and excited about our protein oats.
Protein oats.
Vegetables.
Oats.
Oh yeah.
You can't even, guys. It's been like.
I thought she was doing the whole combo, not just a brand new combo.
No, what we're eating.
Oh, okay, yeah, protein.
Protein. Oats.
Carbs. Yeah, you're saying
okay. I'm also having dark chocolate in mine.
Fats.
No worries, Anna. You two are not in sync today. I know. Normally we are very in sync because we spend 24/7 with each other. So, what's wrong with your mind reading this week or tonight, Campbell?
I'm gonna have to practice more.
Yeah, you are.
So one question. What? One question and one question only. Who's gonna use it?
No worries, Anne Marie. Thank you. I think. You're cute.
I am. Yeah, thank you.
He takes anything as a compliment. Anything.
Why wouldn't you? That's what women are awful at accepting compliments.
Mhm.
I've practiced all my life to accept compliments.
Mm. Well, maybe we should give them more.
Oh,
Maybe we should practice giving them,
I
Campbell.
do, but you bat them straight back.
Well, there we go, guys. No one's got any questions. That's fine. We can get our votes more quickly. I'm itching for this chocolate. Hope you have a fantastic weekend, guys. We are gonna do something soon on emotional eating. I know I've said it for bloody ages, but I'm setting some time aside tomorrow to work on that workbook. I'm supposed to have time off tomorrow, afternoon off. I'm not, okay? I'm gonna spend my time off working on this book for you. How's your leg? Gammy. Lindsay is gammy. Yeah, I would show you, but it's really, really gross, so I will not. It's grim. But yes, thank you guys. No worries, Crystal. Have a fantastic weekend. If you guys need anything, let us know. Otherwise, have a good one. I'll speak to you soon.
Ta-ra.
Carbs.
Protein.